Hey, what's going on? Welcome. If you're new here, please subscribe, thumb up the video, and all that jazz. Right now, I'm at the Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Gardens in Las Vegas. This is November 2025. They're celebrating Christmas early. Well, it's once Thanksgiving's over with, it's Christmas, so I guess they're just getting a head start on the Christmas decoration. It looks really, really good. That's nice. And you see the big bells at the top. Really tall Christmas trees. It seems like the more decorated ones are kind of like in the inside of the conservatory. Looks really, really nice. It doesn't look too busy and doesn't look too simple. And as you can see, there are people in the hotel and in the conservatory. It's early in the morning, so it's going to be more of a crowd later on. But there's been different people saying that Vegas is dead, and as you can see, it's very much alive and well. Lots of, I guess they're influencers, not really sure, but other people with like professional cameras and iPods and whatnot, not trying to get in the way of people taking pictures with their family. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, everything you could use to decorate the Bellagio decorated with. Still have an international audience or international visitors. Really nice train. Yeah, it looks really beautiful. You see somebody working right there, working hard, putting stuff together. Oh, it's a nice star up there. Oh, this is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm gonna slowly make my way towards the back. Not trying to get in the way of any other family or anything. They're still putting out stuff. Working hard. That's the Sedel restaurant I just saw. I think it's called Sedel. Maybe it's Sadel. Either Sadel or Sedel. I'll figure out the pronunciation later. I've never eaten in there, but I would like to go one day. Yeah, it's crazy. Early in the morning, people getting breakfast in. I don't know if Bellagio has a buffet. I've only eaten at Bellagio for the different restaurants. Oh, look at that gingerbread house. Wow. Yeah, I guess Santa's going to sit in there and people are going to go sit on his lap. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, nothing beats this as far as seeing it in person. Seeing it over video does not do it justice. Yeah, it looks awesome. Yeah, every time I come into the conservatory, it blows me away. Yeah, doing a panoramic view right there. Yeah, they really put a lot of effort and energy into the conservatory. Yeah, it looks amazing. Look at that. Gotta love the view. All right, so we're gonna kind of walk through the casino a little bit while I get some steps in. Different people leaving their hotel, probably getting ready to check out and go home, looking all sad. So it's kind of like a mini fountain. People usually don't even pay this any attention. It's kind of like a wishing well where you throw coins in. I don't have any coins to throw in, but still nice to look at. Yeah, really nice. That was the back part of the conservatory. I didn't walk out that exit. I went back out the same way I came in. And this is the front of the hotel where the front desk is. More decoration, looking really good. I think it sucks for people who only come to Vegas for like a convention or for work. I mean, you get to come for free, but you really can't enjoy yourself like coming on a vacation. Nothing beats a vacation, but with the price of airline tickets and hotels, it's best to get here however you can get here. Kind of going through the casino a little bit. Gonna look at some of the tables, seeing people trying to trade their souls to try to win. So personally, I'm not really a big gambler. I invest in the hotels. I mean, invest in the casinos and hotels, but I don't really just play just because I know the house always wins, and I'd rather be on the winning side if you get what I mean. Yeah, lots of slot machines open because it's still early. People are gonna pile in and pick their favorite slot machine and try to make it do what it do. Yeah, a lot of people are checking out, looking sad, getting ready to go home. Got a couple of people hitting the slots, trying their luck. So whenever friends come into town, they play the slots and they have like their favorite slots and stuff. I've never been a slot person. And that's the Jasmine cuisine we just passed. Got security right there, keeping everybody safe. Bellagio always has really clean restrooms. If you're on the strip and you're wanting a clean restroom, Bellagio has some of the cleanest ones. Then you got the Wynn properties, but you didn't come for all that. Yeah, I love how Bellagio always looks clean, always looks nice. Not much action going on. That's the Mayfair. Got one guy right there trying his luck. He's looking serious. It's always a serious matter. And the Lago, not open yet. Looks really nice inside. Yep, the Lago. Yeah, it looks really, really good inside. May have to pause the video if you want to really enjoy that. So that's a little bit for this one. I'm going to post the rest later on. All right, getting ready to go to Alexandra McQueen. Yeah, Gucci looked like it's getting ready to open up. Yeah, it wasn't much over there, so I decided to turn around and gonna look at a couple of the other stores that I may have kind of missed. I was looking for the restroom, so I wasn't really looking at the store signs that much, but I'm gonna do a better job this time. So when it goes to the stores, when I'm doing like my walk and get my steps in, I try not to really go inside the stores because people want to talk and stop you and do all that, and it just gets to the point where I understand that they're trying to do business and make money and do their job, but they get in the way of me showing you all everything. So gonna avoid the stores. You gotta admire the architecture. Yeah, Harriet Winston. I thought about going outside, but now we're gonna go back into the casino and walk around. So I think I went this way when I came forward. It feels like I did. I'm gonna keep going. Casinos looking, slot machines looking kind of empty. That's a snack bar right there. You would think it's an actual like restaurant versus just like a snack area by how nice it looks on the inside. Bellagio really does it up with upscaling stuff that's not that important. Hear people playing. Yeah, their sports bar looks really nice. A poker room. So I kind of looking over just to see everybody play. If you look too long and look too hard, somebody will come out and talk to you. People will swear up and down that you're bad luck. Nobody, you're bad luck. This is the Cirque du Soleil area. That's their box office. Yeah, look at that. So I've never been to Circus du Soleil. I think I may try to go one day. I just never really thought about it. The Bellagio does have plenty of restrooms, and that's the theater right there. And then they have like a little VIP area, I guess, to wait for show times. Not really sure what the VIP area is for besides just sitting in there waiting on a show. That's where the high rollers wait at. Not gonna go in there, but a lot of interesting stuff as far as on display. And there's a so this area right here, I guess, is the fine art gallery. Maybe it's inside of the theater there. Not really sure. I've never really been inside of the Circus du Soleil area. Security keeping everybody safe. Good morning. Look at that buffet line. That's insane. Take a step back and look at that. That is for the buffet. I know previously I said I didn't know if they had a buffet or not. I've never been, but that line is like insane. So if you're starving and you want a buffet early in the morning, you got to eat before you eat or you'll be there falling over. More security keeping everybody safe. Good job, sir. That's the employee entrance right there where the employees are going in. Yeah, I see that guy with the that trike. That's what I need is something to roll on instead of doing all this walking, but got to get my steps in. Everybody else is kind of appalled that she has a dog there. Dog doing the business. See Tutu. Yeah, it seems like the boutique and shops are kind of like endless. Gonna go in and just kind of check it out a little bit. This is a couple of knickknacks for like if you have like gifts or you want souvenirs, just some knickknacks there. Not many people because it's early in the morning. Yep. So I guess the dog is done. I don't know what she's asking, but yeah, nobody wants to mess with your dogs. So yeah, it's a Tuto. I guess Tuto or Tutu, or I don't know. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yeah, just different knickknacks inside and souvenirs and whatnot. Lacoste and some Disney type stuff. It's actually some pretty nice clothing. Everything looking really nice. Platino. Nice clothes in there. Ferrari. More than just a vehicle. Yeah, look at that view. Yeah, I might come back when Ferrari opens up and check them out. So Capri, I guess they sell Capris. Getting the good old steps in. Going back towards the casino floor. Yeah, slot machines are still empty. Guess it's still early. People are still licking their wounds from the previous night. So Club Privé or Privé, high roller section. It's where the big ballers come. Nice. See, a lot of people have started to fill up the tables, try their luck. Yeah, it always blows my mind that you have people come to Vegas with their kids. I guess they couldn't find a sitter. I mean, to me, it just seems like when you come to Vegas and you got kids, you can only do so much unless you're going to leave the kids in the room by themselves. Because Vegas is still an adult town, even though they tried to like change it a little bit to make it more family friendly. But it's just it's never going to truly be family friendly, especially at night. And there's been times where I've gone on the strip at like 10 p.m. and there's people out there with strollers, and I'm like, man, unless you're a local or you're from California or surrounding state, it just seems that bringing your family with you would be kind of like an anchor to your ship. But to each their own. Maybe they couldn't find a sitter, or maybe they're open minded. See people there getting they wallet took. Yeah, for people to say that Vegas is dead, I mean, it's normally really packed at night. So it is what it is as far as that. But it's early in the morning and it seems like, there is a nice amount of people. I'm sure some people are checking out, but the people I see walking that are probably going to get something to eat, maybe going to a table or something, they don't have any bags in their hands. So this is not anybody checking in or checking out. Spoke too soon. See the pit boss right there, observing the dealer, making sure that he doesn't lose the house. Yeah, they looking like they getting ready to check out. We're heading right now. We're heading towards the conservatory, and this is where the parking garage is. So usually when people go this way and they got bags, they get ready to go home. Oh, okay, they're going a different direction. Maybe they're not going home. Okay, they are going toward the conservatory. So we're going to go outside and check out the main entrance fountains. Not the Bellagio fountains that the Bellagio is known for, but the main entrance fountain. It continuously runs along with the other fountains right near the entrance. That's the some of the main decor when you first go into the main entrance. Looking very nice. Got a wishing well, looking really good. Somebody over there in the corner blazing away before getting this day started. Yeah, a lot of people throwing them coins in them wishing wells, hoping for luck. That's the Bellagio main entrance there. Taxi stand. Yep, main entrance. And you got two lions, not as grand as the lion at the MGM, but I guess there's two of them, so it kind of is like the main MGM lion divided by two or something. So we're going to go over a little bit, then I'm going to cross and go towards the main entrance Bellagio fountain and enjoy the view there. See, as you can see, it's sunny outside. Still early, but this is pretty much the weather on a sunny day from now all the way till maybe like sunset around like 5 p.m. or at around this time of year. Got your delivery driver doing her thing. This is actually the area where if you do rideshare, as far as wanting to get picked up or you're getting a package delivered or groceries delivered, they'll meet you right up in here. Look at that fountain. Yeah, looking nice. I'll be able to better see the fountain after going up the steps. Got a nice couple there. Age gap couple. Yeah, look at that. That looks nice. So this is the main entrance Bellagio fountains. And I'll look at the area in a moment where the actual Bellagio fountains are that the Bellagio's famous for. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Yeah, that's a nice view of the strip. So as you can see, there's like a monstrosity right in front of the Bellagio fountains where if you're on the street on the other side, you can't even see the Bellagio fountains like you used to. And I guess I see there's seats and stuff over there. Yeah, I really have not been able to find a way you can actually walk over there unless you're part of the construction crew. I think it's a part of the racing thing that they're making the strip for now. Yeah, making sure the sun's not going to be in my face when I get this hero shot right here. Get a little B-roll going. Yeah, that's nice, and they take really good care of the gardens and everything, all the plants and everything. Like I've never gone out here and just were disappointed by how it looked. Yeah, it's hard to take everything in as far as the Bellagio from this spot, but from what I can show you, it does look great. Yep, looking really good. Yep, so I'm going to go back to the Bellagio main entrance. Kind of end the video right here. So what do you think? If you want more of these walks, let me know. Thumb up the video, share everywhere, including your YouTube community tab. Thumb up the video. Thanks for watching. Yeah, those lions look gorgeous. Valentino. Yep. Right now, we're going to go from the entrance of Bellagio, and then I'm going to go towards the restroom, use the restroom, and then go right back outside to the West Bellagio Drive part of the strip. Holiday season in full effect. That's the observatory right there. On a previous video, I did did the walk for the observatory. Somebody in a robe letting you know that they just came from the spa, looking good, lady. So one thing I like about the Bellagio is that they have the restrooms right by the parking garage for those that are driving. So of course I cut out that part of going to the restroom, and now we're going outside to check out the West Bellagio Drive. Front desk right there. So I don't know if Bellagio has set up the any way to like check in without having to stand in line, because it's not like you're checking in bags as if you're going to the airport. I know, I think Caesar's Palace has it to where you can check in through kiosks. You don't have to go to the front desk. I think Bellagio might not be like that. Going through the turnstile, and now we're out here where the valet is. Really nice fountains. Real peaceful. This is also where they stage for ride share. If you're getting food delivered, like Walmart groceries or just groceries period, or needing to be picked up as far as ride share, you actually would come in this area right next to the VIP area. There goes security right there, keeping everybody secure. We're going to kind of follow this lady with the dog. She knows where she's going. You see Paris in the distance. And now we're walking on the side. See the guy right there to the left? He more than likely is delivering food. Construction going on. A lot of construction going on as far as the strip. So right now, this is November 2025. If you're trying to come to Vegas and you want to avoid a lot of construction as far as walking on the strip or even driving, you may want to hold off until maybe like March or April. Around that time, fingers crossed, of course, but around that time, that may be when a lot of the construction is done. So you can walk and not have to worry about different obstacles or anything. Nice view. City looking amazing as normal, as usual. That's an amazing view. So right now with Bellagio, one of the roads is blocked off for construction, so everybody's driving up like the same way. And it does make getting into the Bellagio driving area to Self Park a little bit tricky. But they do a really good job of having these people up here with the the neon vests to kind of direct traffic and everything. And with the Bellagio, it is free parking for like I think they call it M members. But it is free parking with M members, or with the being a part of like their membership. That's for free. You do have to have Pearl status to be able to get free parking. I have Pearl status because I'm a veteran. They give all veterans Pearl status. So that's just something to think about if you're going to be driving to Vegas or driving in Vegas. If you're a veteran, go to, I think it's like the rewards desk, and you can get a rewards membership, automatic Pearl status, to where you get free parking at all MGM parking garages. And if you're a local, you also get free parking, but no need for rewards or anything. Just something to think about, because when it comes to driving on the Strip, one of the most difficult parts is looking for parking. And it can be very pricey, especially if you're staying somewhere where you can't get complimentary for being a rewards member or being a local if you are a local. Yeah, you can see all the construction right there. So I don't know the last time you've been to Vegas, unless you live. So yeah, really challenging to park and everything. Giving a little B-roll shot there, looking good. That's the Miracle Mile shops in front of us. Then you got Paris with the Eiffel Tower and all that construction there. Yeah, I think the construction on the Strip is to turn it into some type of racetrack or something. Now we're going to cross the street and wait at this traffic light right here, or a divider, I think it's called, or crosswalk. Yeah, all the construction's over there. And they're building like areas where they have like seats, I guess, for people to be able to watch the racetrack. And I think those seats are also going to be used for people to watch the Bellagio fountains. So when looking at that area, you no longer can just go over to the Bellagio fountains and just look at it. You have to probably pay to see them. It's more money for the Strip, but it kind of sucks because the Bellagio fountains are like it was a really big attraction, and it was free. Especially during the summertime, that the air that comes from the fountain shooting up is really cooling. So, it's more Vegas trying to get more money from tourists. It is what it is. Heading towards the Miracle Mile shops. People running. Hopefully you make it, ma'am. Of course, we're not running because we always make it. And we see a street performer over there, Darth Vader. It's always cool to see the street performers cosplaying, making that money. There he is. Yeah, just looking around, taking it all in. Yeah, everybody's like, yeah, we're not taking any pictures, Vader. We rocking with the Jedi, not the dark side. His costume looks really legit. I mean, as far as a cosplayer, not sure if he had to buy that whole thing as a piece or had it specially made, or maybe he made it himself. Who knows? But it looks really good. Another time that cosplaying is awesome on the Strip is Halloween. So if you're really into seeing cosplay that is Hollywood level, coming to Vegas during Halloween will give you a treat. Yeah, I think Vader he'd have been cooler if he had like a lightsaber with him, but Just the costume in itself looks really, really good. Yep, so there it is. Right now, we're about to go into the Miracle Mile shops. It's across the street from the Bellagio on the Las Vegas Strip. Really loud music playing. Somebody is jamming on the guitar. Gonna go up these good old steps. Got Planet Hollywood right there. Gonna take a little view of the strip. Always looking great. Got Paris over there to my right. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in the entrance. All right. So on the inside, looks really, really nice. Not many people out right now because it's early. Always enjoy seeing fellow walkers. That's Jordan Ramsey's. A lot of empty slot machines. People are still waking up from last night's loss on the machines. Got a nice looking bar over there. Pretty cool, pretty chill. I like how they have the electronic poker machines right there on the bar, so you can lose your money no matter where you're sitting at. Crap table to the left. Got the old lady. She don't know where she's at. Somebody will direct her to a machine to take the rest of her money out her pocket. Yeah, in a way, it's kind of like a maze walking through here. Yeah, lots of empty tables. The casinos kill me how they have these really big security guards. I mean, they're not going to be able to run and catch anything. I'm just saying. Not shaming them or anything. It's just don't really think they're keeping too much secure, which shows, in my opinion, how safe the strip is. Because the security guards don't really have to do much, but just sit there, just stand there. So this is Planet Hollywood. Roulette table. Yeah, the thing about the slot machines is you really can't kind of like stand there and watch people because they'll start getting weirded out, thinking you're giving them bad luck or something. Yeah, I don't know who's breathing like that. I guess they're taking deep breaths because they're hyperventilating or they're losing. I don't know. Yeah, every time I walk through a casino, I rarely just see someone celebrating a win, which shows you, or to me, that just means to me that people lose a lot. So if you're going to come to Vegas and you're going to play, be prepared to lose a lot. Yeah, that's the race and sports section. They have another section somewhere else. And so this is the Miracle Mile shops right here. This is one entrance. Earl of Sandwich, really good place. Chipotle right there. So lobster me, it has actual lobster. And to me, this is the only place in Vegas that you can actually get a lot of bang for your buck as far as getting really good seafood eats. It's really affordable, and I recommend Lobster Me. And they have Fat Tuesday right next to it. B Hood, Brotherhood. I'm assuming it's black owned. I've never been in it before. Security keeping us safe. Yeah, not really much going on down there. Hilton Grand Vacations Club. So if you are interested in doing a timeshare, they got one in the Miracle Mile shops. So I personally don't really get into the timeshare just because it's a pain in the neck when you're trying to sell them. Got a business deal going on right there. Okay. Yeah, too bad this gallery is not open. I'd rather look at some pictures and paintings than the stores. Maybe they'll open up later on. Snack Daddy. Got a spa place right there. So they got an arcade with nothing but claw machines. Pretty awesome. Got a Subway. Yeah, they got a parking garage right in the Miracle Mile shop. So if you're going to be driving while on the strip, that's a place you can park at and walk around. Most of the casinos, pretty much, it's kind of pricey to park. Like the first 15 minutes might be like $30. So me being a local, I don't really pay for a lot of places. And then even with Fremont, they do have free parking on the street, but most of the time the casinos, no matter where you park at, if you're a local, a lot of them are free except for Fremont. If you're not a local, meaning you're not from Nevada and have a Nevada ID, the parking can be kind of steep. So if you're going to be going to Vegas for the first time, I recommend not getting a rental car and relying on Uber or Lyft to get around or the bus. It's not really worth it to rent a vehicle or to bring your own if you can help it. So I like La Salsa Cantina. They got those large drinks, just like the sign. And some of their drink bottles, they go from like the floor. If you set them on the floor, they go from the floor all the way up to like your waist. So you can get that much margarita in the La Salsa Cantina. I think one day I may check out Blondie's. See, at least with this security guard, he's, we'll just say, thin to where if he has to run after somebody, he can actually catch them. Got a CBD place. I done seen it all. I love socks. So a tipsy robot, you go in there, you type on like a iPad type of device, you order the drink, and then a robot makes the drink for you, and you go to pick it up. So they've replaced bartenders with robot arms, and that's some people right there trying to sell timeshares. So this isn't the complete Miracle Mile shops. I just went kind of like in a U shape. There's other corridors that I could have gone down. So it's more shops than that. I just kind of just did my walk or whatever. So yeah, that's the Miracle Mile shops. All right. Gonna take a walk on Las Vegas Boulevard. Let me know in the comment section if you like these and I'll do some more. Beautiful day as usual. Except for a few times a year, it does rain here. Time to head down these steps. All right. Want to get one last shot of the Miracle Mile shops. Planet Hollywood. Taking it all in. See Vader's out there working. He's still out there. All right, gonna get the walk on. Walking on the street is always tricky with a camera. There's always a fear that somebody may come and snatch it up. Today's not gonna be that day though. Yeah, the one great thing about the Strip and even Fremont Street experience and even other casinos is that it makes walking very much easy. Because in the gym, when you're walking, it's being on a treadmill or Stairmaster or whatever. You're just kind of like looking up at the TV or listening to music or whatever. But being on the Strip and Fremont Street and walking, because it's always something fun to look at and fun to do and people from everywhere to interact with, it makes it real easy to get steps in. That's why I love it. So it's kind of like a blink and you miss it. But over there, you see there's a like stadium steps that they put in front of the Bellagio fountain. So you can't even see the fountains anymore from this part of the Strip. And the fountains was like one of the main things that made people come to the Strip and just kind of hang out. It was one of those free attractions, but now they've blocked it with those steps. I wouldn't be surprised if they make people pay to be in those seats and be able to watch the fountains and all that, which sucks. I mean, it's great for the city to get money from the tourists, but it sucks because you miss the view. But you still should be able to see the top part of the fountains when the Bellagio fountains do their thing, even though those seats are there blocking the view. Nice restaurant there. So I don't want to hear that people aren't meeting different people. You got all different types of couples out here all having a good time. Vegas is a better experience when you have money. I will say that much. And people kind of ask me like, hey, how much should I bring when I go to Vegas for the first time? And I would say it's always good to budget what you think you can spend and do everything on a credit card. Vegas, like most places, is going cashless. So having a credit card is the way to go. But you always want to have maybe like $200, maybe $300 in cash for emergencies. But pretty much, I think a budget of, if you include plane ticket, hotel, and rental car, if you want to do that, I think having a budget of $500 per person is reasonable. And then you got spending for maybe like $400 in spending. But I've heard people say that they've basically spent $1,000 for one person to come to Vegas and just kind of, have a trip and everything. So it just depends on where you're coming from and all that. But I think $1,000 per person is reasonable, especially if you're staying for a couple of days and you got a hotel. There is an advantage to staying off the Strip in like a motel and only using the motel for sleep. There is an advantage to that because it's cheaper. Only disadvantage is that you're far away. You're kind of like far from the Strip, not walking distance. And then it may be not really savory people in those hotels and motels. So it's pluses and minuses for not staying on the Strip. Just depends on your preference. But for a first time, I think if it's your first time being in Vegas, staying in one of the hotel casinos is the way to go. Yeah, it's kind of I briefly looked over there, but it's like stadium seats as if you're going to be at like a race car track. Traffic's really good right now. Can safely cross the crosswalk, no issues. So there is a CVS pharmacy. You can have your groceries delivered from like Kmart and Target and all that, and Walmart and whatnot, using like Uber Eats and Walmart delivery. and you can meet the person down in the rideshare area to get your items. It's not guaranteed that they will deliver to the strip because the strip is considered a hassle if you're a local. Most people who are locals, they kind of stay away from the strip. See, the street vendors are still setting up. That's the back part of CVS. So places like CVS, I don't know if they're 24/7 like they were before the pandemic, but most of the casinos have a snack shop where you can get stuff in case you do get a room in the hotel in the casino property. It's always fun walking and then walking by somebody, they just kind of staring. Yeah, crossing the bridge over there puts you in the construction area. So unless crossing going over towards Caesars, this is pretty much the end of the strip as far as this side in the direction I'm going. Got some stuff back here. So that's Mark Wahlberg's Wahlburgers. I think he moved to Vegas. It's a sugar place back here. It's sugar. And there's also a like a pizza place right there, Gory Donna's, where they have the deep dish pizzas. And that's the Eiffel Tower for Paris. Got some Las Vegas Raiders gear you can pick up, some swag you can pick up. Yeah, world famous deep dish pizza. I haven't had any pizzas from there. I may get some next time. Other knickknacks and souvenirs you can buy when back here in this area. So my camera's kind of messing up. Unfortunately, with it being cold, the cold drains the battery. Dave's Hot Chicken. That's another place that I was going to check out. And now I'm pretty much going to head back the way I came because I parked at the Bellagio. Get that good old free parking. Yep, that's the race car seats that they're setting up. So you can see from here, you can't even really see the Bellagio fountain area. I haven't been out there. I haven't been out here when the fountains go off. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to look once the fountains start going for their show. If you'll be able to see it from this side of the street, or if you can see it, like how much. So pretty much this is it. Just waiting to cross back over. Yep, now crossing the Bellagio or crossing Las Vegas Boulevard to go to the Bellagio. Yeah, I could do this all day, every day. Just taking it all in. So there it is. Let me know in the comment section what you think. If you enjoy the Baker's Walks, let me know and I'll do some more. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.